Hello friends, it's Miss Holmes, coming from home of the cutest little class in town, my kindergarten classroom, room C2, with another awesome Marc Brown story for you, another Arthur adventure. Now this one, Arthur's Tooth. All kindergartners can relate to this because this is a year a lot of them start losing their teeth. And Arthur wants to lose his tooth so bad. All of his friends have lost their teeth already, and he's the last one to lose a tooth. And that's all he wants. And I think a lot of kindergartners can relate to that. So sit back and enjoy this with me as I read to you. Arthur's Tooth by Marc Brown. Finally, Arthur had a loose tooth. He wiggled it with his tongue. He wiggled it with his finger. He wiggled it all the time. One afternoon, while Arthur was wiggling his tooth during math, he heard a loud scream. Francine jumped up. "My tooth just fell out on my desk," she cried. "Class, how many of you have lost a tooth?" asked Mr. Marco. Everyone but Arthur raised their hands. When Arthur got home, he didn't want any milk and cookies. "What's the matter, Arthur?" his mother asked. "I'm the only one in my class who still has all his baby teeth," he complained. "Don't worry," said his sister DW. "Before you know it, all your teeth will fall out and you can get false teeth, just like Grandma Thora." Arthur persuaded Father to make a special dinner for him. Steak, corn on the cob, and peanut brittle. Oh, all things that are sure to be hard on your teeth. "I can't believe one little tooth can take so long to fall out," said Father. Sometimes you really have to be patient with these things. The next day, Muffy brought in a whole jar of her teeth for show and tell. "I got $2 for each one," she said. "One from my dad and one from my mom. And I put it all in the bank to earn interest, and I'm waiting for my investment to double." "Not me," said Francine. "I'm spending mine." Later, the class saw a movie called Nasty Mr. Tooth Decay. "Between the ages of 4 and 7, the announcer began, everyone begins to lose their deciduous or baby teeth. "Everyone except Arthur!" shouted Francine, and the whole class laughed. Arthur slid down into his seat, and he wiggled his tooth as hard as he could. In the cafeteria, Francine practiced her new tricks. "Look," she said, "I can keep my teeth closed and still drink through a straw. And I can squirt water, too. Everybody in line, line up. Let's have a squirting contest. Everybody except Arthur. Babies with their baby teeth can't squirt water." Well, that's not very nice, is it? By the next day, Arthur was convinced his loose tooth would never fall out. His friends tried to help. Buster brought carrots for Arthur's lunch. Oh, hard and crunchy, yeah. Sue Ellen showed Arthur how to put raisins over his teeth to make it look as though he were missing some teeth. The brain invented a special machine. "It's a tooth remover," he explained. "Just put your head in here." Oh, I don't think so. Oh, and even Binky wanted to help. "I can knock that tooth out in 1 second flat," he said. "Binky, stop being such a bully." That night, Arthur spent a lot of time in front of the bathroom mirror. Oh yeah, look, the whole family's waiting for their turn in the bathroom. Arthur. He got up very early in the morning to wiggle his tooth again. "See how much looser it is?" he told his parents. "That's it," said Mother. "You need professional help. You're going to the dentist today." Yeah, don't go wake your parents up to tell them your tooth is loose. Come on, Arthur. "Going to the dentist," said Francine. "Boy, do I feel sorry for you." Oh, and now look at what Arthur's imagining. Oh, a scary visit to a terrible, monstrous dentist. There were other patients waiting to see Dr. Sozio. "Sorry," said the nurse, "we're running late, so have a seat." "Arthur, you were smart to bring a book," said Mother. Yeah, that does look like a very busy dentist office there with all the patients waiting. Finally, it was Arthur's turn. "I wish all my patients were as good at waiting as you are," said Dr. Sozio. "How old are you now, Arthur?" 7, said Arthur, "and I still have all my baby teeth." "Well, I was 8 before I lost my first tooth," Dr. Sozio said. "Everyone is different." "Really?" said Arthur. Dr. Sozio examined Arthur's loose tooth. "Now this one should fall out very soon," he said. "Just wait." Well, that's good news. Arthur got back to school just in time for recess. "Still have all your baby teeth?" Francine asked. "Well, then you can't be in the game. I'm the tooth fairy, and only people who've lost their teeth can play." "If you're the tooth fairy," said Arthur, "I think I'll keep all my teeth. I can wait." He started to go over to the softball game. "Whoever I touch," said Francine, "loses a tooth." And she flapped her arms. "And the one who loses the most wins." Francine twirled around and touched Buster. She twirled faster and touched Sue Ellen. Twirling even faster, she slipped and she hit Arthur. "Oh, sorry, Arthur," Francine said, "but I told you, no babies allowed." Not nice. Arthur picked up his glasses. "It's okay," he said. "It's probably the nicest thing you've ever done for me." "What do you mean?" asked Francine. Oh, what does Arthur mean? Arthur just smiled. Look what he's holding. Look, he's got a little window now in his teeth. Ah! Francine, being the bossy Francine that she is, when she bumped into Arthur and hit him, knocked his tooth out. So she actually did Arthur a favor. And that's what he meant when he said, "It's probably actually the nicest thing you've ever done for me." Well, yay, hooray for Arthur. He finally has lost his tooth. He's in the club. Hope you like that one. I'll be back with some more Arthur books very soon. Thanks for joining me, friends.